Howdy grounded guys and gals, and welcome back to another grounded video. New Game Plus is out for grounded, and the resource that you're going to need a lot of in this update is the fusion crystal, and there is a good way to farm this stuff up, so let's jump into it. If you're wondering why you need to actually farm these up, my frosted flake is at 12. To get it to 13 it's 20, to 14 it's 25, and to 15, which I believe is the max, it's going to be 30. And that's a total of 105 fusion crystals just for one weapon. And if you want to put that into science, if you're duplicating it, that's 2.1 million science you'll need just for one weapon to upgrade it all the way. And that's 315 brood mother kills or 1,000 of the regular ooze. So it's quite a farm just for one weapon to level it all the way up to 15 if you wanted to get there. There's several different ways you can craft it. You can use infused ooze, 10 of those with some duper jelly, which is actually pretty easy to get once you start getting crinkles and waffles and cones. You're going to be rolling this. This is not so much an issue. This takes a little bit longer. For the duper jelly, you get it by taking the waffles, fries, or cones and turning them into the jelly at Burgle's, the super duper area. And you will get plenty of these things to dedupe. Do not worry about that stuff at all. The next way, Wasp Queen, 2 of those with 2D duper jellies, make it pretty quick. Mantis is also 2 infused ooze and 3D duper jellies. But the one we're going to be looking at is the Broodmother infused ooze. Now, in my opinion, the best way to farm it up is going to be the Broodmother infused ooze. It does take 3 Broodmother infused ooze compared to the Mantis 2 and Wasp Queen 2, but the fight itself is pretty easy, and with the armor I have, I barely need to use any healing items throughout the fight. Now, of course, another way to make the fusion crystal is to duplicate. It's only 20k raw science, and as you can see, I have 368,000 raw science. I can make a lot of it, but when we move over to New Game Plus 2, we're going to be using that on the telepodies to help teleport, and those are each 2 or 100k, I believe, and you have to keep on rebuying it, so that's going to go away pretty quickly. And this is just meant as a way to help supplement your fusion crystal gain. Currently, I'm using a Frosted Flake, which is not the strongest against the Broodmother, of course, but I've upgraded to level 12. Once I get to New Game Plus 2, I'm going to get the Spicy Axe. Mutations I'm using, of course, Chopper, because it is an axe, coup de grace with Trapper Peeper, Cardio Fan, just get that stamina back. Mithrin Dadison, she does do poison, but arguably you can swap that out for something else. Now, the Science Cone I'm using has boss damage, loot luck, vampirism. The boss damage, I believe, is about 30%, which is pretty decent. And of course, I'm going to touch the mount and the stuff just to help with extra loot luck. Although I still think it's just guaranteed you get 1 of 1 whenever you defeat one. 1 of 1 meaning infused ooze and Broodmother infused ooze. Now the backbone of this setup is the armor. I'm wearing the Widow set, and of course it is still pretty darn decent. It is light armor, so you're gonna take a little bit more damage, but what I think is still pretty broken set effect is Death Impetus. You gain 150 health over 10 seconds, so 15 health a second. You do have to kill something. It can't be a DOT kill. So any of her minions she summons, you smack one of those, and all of a sudden, boom, health is just coming in hot and heavy. Of course, we're farming, so we're on mild difficulty just to try to get as much crystal as we can. Now, I am using a 2-handed weapon, so that means blocking. You're gonna have to be good at the perfect blocking, because you will take a lot of damage if you miss. So let's go ahead and get started here. Here she comes, big old pink spider. And I'm just gonna start smashing. And we may be able to knock her down once. There it is. Her summons will start coming out. Hopefully none of them are infused. We're gonna take our time, and we're gonna back up now. She's gonna roar, because we knocked her through 2 phases. And kill, and then boom, the health is just gonna start coming. I'm gonna avoid some of her babies, because I wanna keep them. I'm gonna go for her. They're just my health pool right now, although this one I want to try to kill. And as you notice, my health just does not go down. There are some mutations that she can have that will cause a little bit more grief. Her current mutation just looks like... just like bombs. And then we just kill one, boom. Block that. She's probably going to do another summon here in a second. There it is. Can't block that screen, unfortunately. Kill one of her babies. Oh, Jesus. And then the health go down, go back up. Health go down, health go back up. Now, at this point of her health pool, she should basically be done with summoning. try to take care of a couple of those. Missed with that one. See all the damage she's done to me. Anybody's done to me, I just keep on going. Are you almost dead? You are. And boom, another one down. Of course, switching back over to better loot luck. And another one. Pretty easy. Lots of waffles. Lots of infused ooze. 10 and 10. And I just did 10 straight in a row. I didn't need to use any healing items. Didn't need to worry about that. So that just gives me so much sustain in the fight. Of course, going into New Game Plus 2, that's probably not going to be able to do that. Definitely New Game Plus 1. Take advantage of all the healing you can get with Widow set. It is maxed out to 9, bulky. The beauty of this armor is that you can just get so much sustain. You don't have to worry about healing. You don't have to craft healing mid-fight. You can just kill one of her babies and keep on healing all the way through. It's on mild, it's pretty easy to get through that, and you can just keep on crafting as many fusion crystals as you can, because New Game Plus 2, which you'll hopefully want to go to at some point, everything's gonna be a lot tougher, and it's gonna be a little bit harder to get those fusion crystals. Now, as a side note, I don't recommend that armor for the Mantis, definitely not the Mantis. Infected Bird Mother, or the Wasp Queen. The Wasp Queen summons are a little bit harder to kill individually unless they've changed something. DOT does not give you the health, the death impetus healing. So for those fights, you have to use a kind of a different armor set. And if you're wondering where I'm going at the moment, instead of just ending the video, basically, once again, the devs have kind of figured out, I guess, how raids are going to happen all the time. And after a boss fight, and I fought her 10 times in a row, I've always been raided by something. Don't fight the Wasp Queen, or be cautious when you do, because I just fought it once, got raided. So I'm going to a waft machine. I'm just going to put some junk in there, start a little raid or whatnot. Hopefully that will prevent it from happening at my home base. There we go. Hopefully we won't have any raids at the base. And I do encourage doing that, especially far enough away from your base after you do any boss. Well, Mantis is probably fine, but definitely the Wasp Queen and Broodmother. And definitely this armor is pretty good for Final Defense on New Game Plus 1. You'll be hopefully killing tons of things left, right, and center, healing a whole heck of a lot. And just like that, we have another 3 there, another 1. Now we have up to 18. And of course, if you're curious how to get to the deduper, it's the super duper here. And at the bottom that I am blocking, of course, let me just move myself over. You see down here, it says swap mode on Xbox, Twitch, and PS5. It'll be something different. Just make sure you swap on over, and it'll show you things you can dedupe. Don't dedupe the cones just of yet. There's a lot of waffles and stuff like that you can get. Each one of these will give you 3. These will give you 6, but and the crinkles will give you 1. But you're gonna get lots of waffles and crinkles to dedupe, so definitely use those. And as a side note, if you have friends that play with you, definitely don't try to everybody upgrade their own weapons. Pick one weapon just to have it upgraded. Duplicating it's like 5,700 on this level 12 Frosted Flake, so definitely don't everybody try to grab their own fusion crystals. Level up one, copy it, and then just everybody have copies of that. Well, I hope this fusion crystal farming guide has helped out a little bit on what you should do on New Game Plus 1 before going to New Game Plus 2. If you like the video, hit me with that like. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, goodbye. Idiot stuck under the map.